Have you ever felt like being too nice is actually a trap? Let's dive into the first pitfall of excessive kindness, the perpetual yes-man. You know the type, always nodding in agreement, forever going with the flow, even when it's against their own interests. They avoid conflict like the plague, prioritizing others' happiness over their own. But remember, folks, constantly saying yes is not a superpower, it's a trap. The yes-man isn't a superhero. He's a prisoner to his own kindness. Do you find yourself constantly trying to please everyone around you? Imagine a classic paradox like a dog chasing its tail. The more you chase after others' approval, the further away your own satisfaction seems to drift. It's a whirlwind of thankless effort, like trying to fill an ocean with a teacup. You're left feeling drained, unappreciated, and worse off than when you started. Remember, you're not a human jukebox playing tunes for everyone else's enjoyment. Ever felt like a doormat constantly being walked over? It's quite the pickle, isn't it? You're just trying to be nice, but somehow you find yourself flattened under the boots of others' demands. It's like you've become the human equivalent of a welcome sign, and everyone's eager to wipe their feet. But here's the thing, you're not a doormat, you're a person. And it's high time you stopped letting people treat you like one. It's time to stand up, dust off, and reclaim your dignity. Ever found yourself playing the sacrificial lamb? It's like being on an emotional seesaw, always dropping your end for others to rise. You're the one always stepping back, letting others take the front row. But here's the kicker. This isn't about nobility. It's the sacrificial lamb syndrome, where you constantly sacrifice your own needs, wants, and happiness for others. And that's not a sustainable way to live, trust me. You're not a sacrificial lamb, you're a person with your own needs and desires. Are you always the one spreading sunshine, even when you're stuck in a storm? Welcome to the pitfall of toxic positivity, where you suppress your own negative emotions to maintain a facade of happiness. It's like trying to stick a smiley face sticker over a crack in a dam. It just doesn't hold up. This can lead to feelings of guilt when you're not feeling 100% chipper. Remember, you're human, not a robot programmed for perpetual positivity. It's okay to not be okay. Your feelings are valid. Do you frequently find yourself aboard the guilt trip express? Choo-choo. Let's take a moment to talk about this express train. When you're always the nice one, you may feel guilty for prioritizing your own needs. It's like you're suddenly the villain for wanting a slice of the care pie. But here's a reality check. It's okay to say no. It's okay to take care of yourself. Remember, self-care isn't selfish. It's essential. Don't let guilt bully you into forgetting that. Ever find yourself comparing your kindness to others? It's a slippery slope, this comparison game. You start to measure your worth in how many extra miles you've walked for others. But here's the catch. Kindness isn't a competition. It's a personal journey, a choice to radiate warmth. It's time to shift focus from the rearview mirror of comparison to the windscreen of self-compassion. Remember, being kind to others starts with being kind to yourself. Your worth isn't determined by how you stack up against others. Ever felt burnt out from being too nice? Let's delve into the burnout blitz. It's that feeling of exhaustion that seeps into your bones when you're constantly putting others before yourself. It's the fatigue that comes from saying yes when you really want to say no. It's the toll that being everyone's go-to person takes on your mental and physical health. Remember, you're not a superhero. It's okay to take a step back. It's time to recharge your batteries. You can't pour from an empty cup. Do you struggle with accepting feedback because you're too nice? The feedback fallacy. It's a common pitfall for the excessively kind-hearted. You dodge constructive criticism, afraid it might spark conflict, or perhaps you don't want to upset others. But here's the twist. Feedback isn't your enemy. It's not a personal attack, but a chance to improve, to learn, to grow. So embrace it. After all, even the kindest soul has room for growth. Feedback isn't a personal attack, it's an opportunity to grow. Are you hoarding other people's problems because you're too nice? Picture this. You're like a human sponge, soaking up all the emotional turmoil around you. But here's the thing, folks, you're not an emotional landfill. It's not your job to absorb everyone's woes. Being excessively kind can lead to emotional hoarding, a real hazard for your mental well-being. It's essential to remember that it's not selfish to prioritize your mental health. Your mental health matters. It's okay to set boundaries. Enjoying the video? Show some love by hitting the like and subscribe buttons. It's a simple click for you, but a big leap for our channel. Remember, every like and subscription helps us bring you more content. Now let's dive back into the kindness trap. Ever found yourself playing the martyr in situations? It's easy to fall into the martyrdom mirage when you're always putting others before yourself. You may feel your sacrifices make you a saint, but in reality, it's a smoke and mirrors act that leaves you drained and unappreciated. Remember, constantly playing the sacrificial role doesn't make you a hero. It makes you a casualty of your own kindness. You're not a martyr. You're a person deserving of respect and kindness. Ever find your boundaries collapsing because you're too nice? This is where the kindness trap can really take a toll. It's like you're building a sandcastle on the beach, and your excessive niceness is the relentless tide. Bit by bit, it erodes your personal boundaries. Whether it's your time, your space, or even your mental well-being, you might find yourself giving away too much. But remember, it's not selfish to prioritize yourself. Your boundaries are important. It's time to rebuild them. So, we've uncovered the dark sides of being too nice. From the perpetual yes-man to the sacrificial lamb syndrome, we've journeyed through a labyrinth of kindness traps. We've seen how the people-pleaser paradox can turn you into a doormat, and how the toxic positivity pitfall can lead you on a guilt trip express. We've compared and contrasted, burned out and blitzed through, fallen for fallacies and hoarded emotions. We've subscribed to the idea of martyrdom and broken down boundaries. And now, we're here at the end. What's the takeaway? Well, it's not about shunning kindness, but about understanding that too much of anything, even something as beautiful as kindness, can have its pitfalls. It's about setting boundaries, prioritizing self-care, and ensuring that your kindness is not taken for granted or exploited. Remember, there's a fine line between being kind and being too nice. It's time to find your balance. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the kindness trap. Don't forget to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, remember, it's okay to be kind, but it's also okay to put yourself first.
Savored this video? Fancy another? Click the on-screen video for an even deeper dive into fresh territory. Your support is like a warm cuppa on a brisk day. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, ring that bell for the latest content. Cheers for watching.